Hey guys, welcome again to Dream Body Lifestyle TV. Today we're going to talk about the vicious cycle of weight loss. We've been taught the 3 R's, the sciences, and even computer technology, but most of us have never been taught how to be in charge of what we think, when we think it, and the length of time we spend thinking about our various thoughts. Not have we been taught to see that each has a profound effect on our lives. For every mood of joy or sadness does not just happen by accident. Rather, it is first created by a thought, sometimes a conscious one, while at other times it might be a repetitive and less conscious core belief system. When it comes to losing weight, most of us focus on two physical variables that we can control. And one is always nutrition, which is diet, and the second part is always exercise. But if you look at statistics and the number of people on a daily basis that are trying to lose weight through diet, and the number of gym memberships, people trying to get fitter, you'll be mistaken to think that South Africa is undergoing a health and fitness renaissance. But the truth of the matter, you get slapped straight and hard in the face by statistics that show us totally different ways. Now, here at Dream Body Fitness, we like to look at this in a totally different way. And rather than focusing on the two physical variables, which is outside in, we're going to look at this from the inside out. Now, here we've got what we call the vicious cycle of weight loss. There are a couple of things here that we have to fix if you're going to get the kind of outcome that you want in the end. The first one here is what we call your core belief system. Your core belief system is the sum total of your upbringing, the things that you picked up from your parents, elders, your environment, and the people that you've dealt with. And your core belief systems, in most cases, are those things that people told you. They are in your subconscious mind. They are running in the background as a system. You can't do it. You're not good enough. You're not strong enough. You're not good looking enough. You're not beautiful enough. Your core belief systems start playing into your thought constellation. What you believe about yourself becomes what you think about yourself. Now, as we've said before, nobody teaches you how to think. But unfortunately, this is the biggest part of your life that you have to master. I've seen a lot of people that come to us at the club. People come to me and they say, I want to lose weight, but I don't think I can. I want to lose weight, but I'm not willing to do that. I want to lose weight, but I've tried so many times, I'm comfortable failing. Now, the minute you get into that, because your core belief system is a disempowering core belief system that does not work for you but works against you, your thought process, your thought constellation automatically is going to be negative. Now, what you think comes into what we call your interpretive perception. Remember, it's not what happens to you, but it's how you respond to what happens to you that determines the quality or the quantity of your life. Because you coming from a disempowering core belief system, your thought constellation is negative, which brings you into your interpretation of the event. It doesn't really matter what I do, I'll never lose weight. It doesn't really matter what I do, I'll never be good enough. It doesn't really matter what I do, I'm not beautiful enough to get a husband. It doesn't really matter what I do, I didn't go to school, I'm stupid enough, I'll never be rich. Now, that is becoming your interpretation. Your interpretation will elicit the kind of emotions that you get. Now, because we're coming from a negative point or part of you, our emotions here are going to be disempowering emotions. They're going to be negative emotions, which means you're going to be in a fearful state, an anxious state, reactive state, where you're fighting everything. And that's why you find people come to gym, all they want to do is train as hard as they can and eat as little as they can. Now that's being reactive in a fighting mode. That automatically turns into your behavior because you already don't think that you can make it. So when your emotions are negative, you don't feel like getting off that couch and coming to a gym for a workout or going for a walk. You don't feel like taking that extra 20 minutes to make a great green salad for you. You decide, you know what, I'm feeling negative. Your energy is low. You need something that's going to pick you up quickly. So this is going to be junk food. You're either going to have pizza, a glass of wine, a glass of Coke. It's going to be a hamburger. Now that feeds into your behavior. Now your behavior is lazy behavior. Lazy behavior leads to the kind of body that you don't want. Now because of your thinking, when you look at yourself because of your emotions, the way you're behaving, your behavior has become negative. It becomes a behavior that is against the same thing that you're trying to achieve. So you telling yourself and telling others that you want to lose weight, but your behavior is about eating pizza, your behavior is about every single night drinking wine, your behavior is about every single day eating hamburgers. The response is the weight is going to show on the scale. The response is all of a sudden you're going to have high blood pressure. You're going to become diabetic. You won't fit in your clothes. And that comes now to reinforce your old core belief system. So if we go through it, this is a 7-point step that you have to understand before you try losing weight next time. So number one here is your core belief, what you believe about yourself. And this automatically feeds into your thought pattern or your thought constellation. This one automatically brings into your interpretive perception. What is your interpretation of whatever it is that you're trying to do or is going on in your life? Interpretive perception brings into your emotions. But because you're not achieving the goals that you want, automatically it means that your emotions are going to be negative. Okay? Your emotions here are going to be negative. From your emotions, it brings you into behavior. How do you behave because of the way you feel? Number 6, responses. Negative behavior, of course, is going to give you a negative response. And the negative response just works perfectly to reinforce your old core belief system. This is a reinforcement. So before you try this next time to lose weight, before you start dieting, before you start or go and buy a gym contract, let's start first by fixing your mindset. Weight loss starts in the mind, not in the gym or in the kitchen. Hope to catch you soon with a follow-up act to this. Hasta la vista, au revoir, kwaheri, see ya.